Sean Wilson is used to seeing friendly faces as he walks along the village of Theodore. He's the new candidate for the Saskatchewan Party in the Kenora-Pelly riding. It's been a Saskatchewan Party seat for as long as there's been a Saskatchewan Party.
People remember what it was like under the NDP pre-2007, and I truly believe the people here understand what we would go back to with an NDP government.
Wilson says the NDP closed rural hospitals and schools, including here in his riding in the 90s. And while he admits the healthcare system has challenges, he says his party has an ambitious plan to recruit and keep healthcare workers in rural areas.
It's yielding good results in our constituency. Obviously, more work needs to be done, but the party itself is at the door. People are optimistic with the results.
But on the first door he knocks, he comes across a voter who doesn't feel so optimistic. Richard Thompson shares that his wife had just died that week, something he feels was due to inadequate health care and a health problem that went undiagnosed. He agreed to speak to us off camera about his experience.
My wife went to the hospital at least 8 times. 2 of those times she had to come back home because she sat in the hospital for 11 hours and didn't see nobody. So yeah, healthcare is a big deal for me. I'm 60 years old, and I'm wondering if I stay in Saskatchewan, will I make it to 65?
Thompson says he won't vote for Scott Moe or the Saskatchewan Party, and he's not alone. Betty Dix and Brenda Andrews are seniors who live in the riding east of Theodore in the town of Sask. Their local hospital has dealt with multiple staffing shortages that's affected patient care.
A friend of mine a couple of years ago she came the hospital. She came to emergency. There were no beds open at that time. She was in extreme pain with her back. She was in so much pain that she was screaming in that hospital that she was not leaving. They had to do something. She was not leaving. They finally phoned an ambulance, and they told her there's nothing they could do for her.
Her friend was eventually sent to a hospital an hour and a half away. So while Kenora-Pelly may be considered a safe seat for the Saskatchewan Party, Dix and Andrews say they will not vote for this party under Scott Moe's leadership. They believe they're not alone.
There's more anger and frustration out there, and I think the Sask Party's got to be worried about the rural areas. They're not a given anymore.
She and Dix say they hope whichever party forms government will keep in mind the health needs of rural residents, because their lives depend on it. Jenny Whitfield, CBC News, Sask.